Hi, and welcome to Paws in Motion. My name's Jessica, and it's my pleasure to share with you an essential product that will help keep your pet fit, active, happy, and healthy. That product is FlexPet. Did you know that over 90% of older cats have painful arthritis, and 1 out of every 5 dogs over the age of 7 suffers from joint pain? What if I told you there was a way to ease their suffering? What if I told you the suffering can be prevented in the first place? It can with FlexPet. FlexPet is an all-natural joint health supplement created with human-grade ingredients right here in the U.S., scientifically designed to relieve and prevent aching joints in both dogs and cats. Throughout the show, we're going to be hearing testimonials, taking your pet health calls, and saying hi to some adorable furry friends. We'll also learn the history behind FlexPet and why it is so effective. But right now, let's meet one of the foremost voices in pet health and our resident expert, Dr. David Randall. Dr. Randall is a second-generation veterinarian with 30 years of experience and is the owner of the Big Cypress Animal Clinic in South Florida, specializing in aging pets. Dr. Randall, so good to see you again.
Hey Jessica, it's great to see you again.
Now, I already know who you are, but for people who don't, tell us a little bit about your background and who you are.
All right, I was raised in a veterinarian family. Started practicing the greatest profession in the world, taking care of horses, dogs, and cats, and I don't feel like I've ever worked a day in my life. Veterinary medicine is a great profession.
How did you come to know FlexPet?
FlexPet actually came and found me. I do a weekly call-in veterinarian show. Somebody must have saw it and they said, hey, have you ever tried this? I said, I know nothing about it whatsoever. But I did realize by looking at it, it wasn't just a joint supplement, okay? It was actually, there was some really good science that's gone into this product. So I looked at it and I think I got a half a dozen bottles or something, thought I'd give it a try. But one of my workers had his dog that was lame for about 3 weeks.
Okay.
I was not taking care of it. Another veterinarian was taking care of it, and they had it on some different type of limping medication, okay? Mike came to me after about 3 weeks because the dog was still limping and it had symptoms of vomiting and diarrhea. I mean, come on, whatever it wasn't working, okay? Yeah. He came to me and said, you know, what do you think about that product? Do you think it would work? And I said, well, it's worth a try because the other stuff's not making your dog feel any better.
Right.
So immediately he puts the dog on FlexPet. I think he was getting 3 pills maybe once or twice a day. Mike came back to me and said, you're not going to believe this, but he's better. Then I said, well, I don't believe it, okay? So the second day he came in there and he said, you have to come out in the parking lot. I want you to see my dog, okay? He goes out there and the dog's walking and trotting completely normal. And I'm like, what else is he on?
It was
Nothing.
Just the FlexPet.
Yeah, there's no vomiting, no diarrhea, and it really seemed to make a difference. I've tried it many, many times since then, and it works. And that's the bottom line, the product works. That was my experience with FlexPet for the first time, so I'm sold.
Wow, that's a great story. What about on a broader scale? You see all types of pets coming in and out of your office.
I see little Chihuahuas, little teacup Yorkies, all the way to Great Danes.
That's what I have. I have a small dog, but he's old. He's 7.
Right.
So
Well, that's not old. I think that should be not even midlife right there. Okay, we'll get into that also in the future. Okay, but this is something that you want to use on your younger pets to try to prevent joint ails. And then the older pets, they're all, once you have a dog that's over 8, 9 years of age, you're guaranteed there's going to be arthritis, okay? In the hips, in the lumbar, in the shoulders, they're going to have aches and pains. And a lot of it has to do with the breeding. The purebreds have more injuries than the Heinz 57. The Heinz 57 are healthier dogs, okay? But also our housing and our flooring, okay? Back when we had a lot of carpeting, right? Dogs had padding, they had carpet, they could lay on it, and they had traction. Now, all you're looking at is laminate floors, hardwood floors, marble tile or tile that's out there, okay? The dogs can't, they can't stand on it. It cripples them, okay?
I didn't know that.
You'll see commercials where a puppy's running into the kitchen to get food and he wipes out, okay?
Yeah.
They thought it was really cool. What did I see when I saw that commercial? It's like, there it is again. It's the flooring.
You're just adding.
Okay? Right. You're just breaking it up and stuff. Okay. That's why, you know, even in people, you don't take a child and treat them like they're an adult as far as putting them through boot camp. Okay. You can't. You just tear up the joints. But you know, to get back with it, the little dogs and the young dogs and stuff, I like to just start them on by the time they're 3, 4 months of age. Just put a little bit into their food, and by the time they're becoming mature, they're 1, 2 years of age, just do it daily. And I would just keep it on right for the rest of their life.
And it sounds like you've had great results off of it so far.
I'm sold. I'm absolutely sold on it.
Well, I definitely want to talk to you more about it, so let's take a short break and we'll do that when we come back. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Great. Well, we'll be right back on Paws in Motion right after this special offer for FlexPet.
Joint pain is the leading cause of discomfort for aging pets. Now there's a simple solution, and it's called FlexPet. FlexPet is the only product featuring the powerful ingredient CM8, scientifically proven to both prevent and relieve joint pain for cats and dogs. Call now for our special introductory offer of $29.95, which is 25% off the regular price of FlexPet. But if you add a second bottle with that special introductory price, you get the third bottle absolutely free. That's less than $1 a day to keep your pet healthy and able to enjoy its precious life.
Hey, I love to take calls. Let's take our first call.
Let's do it.
This is Jillian.
Hi, Jillian. Where are you from?
Hi, I'm from Los Angeles.
Okay, and what's your question for Dr. Randall?
Well, at what age do cats typically develop arthritis?
That's a great question right there. Jillian, let me ask you something. What type of cat do you have?
I have a 7-year-old Siamese.
Very nice, very nice. What's her name?
Chocolate?
All right, there you go. All right, so let me tell you something about cats. Some cats actually start arthritis at 2 and 3 years of age because you know how they jump around and they play and they're really aggressive. The outdoor cats have more problems than your Siamese is going to have. The outdoor cats have to go up trees, they have to go upstairs, and they really have a lot of battles out there to fight with. But by about 7 years of age, the average cat is going to start to show signs of degenerative joint disease in the hips. You think that they're just slowing down because they're getting older, but really it's just because their joints hurt and they don't want to jump up on the bed. They don't want to jump around. I can give you a suggestion as far as a treatment if you'd like. NSAIDs cannot be used on cats. That would be your Tylenol type products. Okay, please don't give that to a cat, and never give ibuprofen to a dog. Absolutely, positively, it is fatal to dogs and fatal to cats. Okay, so you're really limited as far as a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory. So what I like to do is I like to think about preventative care, okay? Which means make sure that you keep their toenails trimmed so they're not getting caught in things. Make sure that you make sure that they exercise a lot, and then you may as well go ahead and start your kitty on FlexPet, which is absolutely fantastic. It separates itself from any other product out there with the CM8 as well as the MSM, collagen type 2, and the digestive enzymes. Okay, so what that does is when you give the cat the FlexPet, it gets absorbed into the system. What happens so many times is that you'll give them some type of a supplement, and if it doesn't have the digestive enzymes to actually get absorbed, it goes in one end and out the other end, okay? So what you want to do is take one of the pills and just take a quarter of the tablet, okay? Crumble it up, sprinkle it into the canned food, and just mix it up. It's going to be the best thing you can do for her, okay?
Thank you so much, Dr. Randall.
Thank you very much for your call. Have a good day.
Bye, Jillian.
We asked actual FlexPet users to film their success stories and share them with us. This is one of those stories.
Hello, my name is Tamara, and I have a dog, Tucker. He's 17, and about 4 years ago, he really started losing his mobility, and he didn't want to move around as much or go up and down the stairs at all. And it kind of concerned me. I kept an eye on him, and one day I came home and he was shaking. I could tell he was in pain. I took him to the vet, and they wanted to put him on steroids, which I knew was a temporary fix. I did not want to do that long term. And I was at my local pet store talking about my situation, and a lady overheard and recommended FlexPet. I went home and I did some research. I really liked what I read. I liked the fact that it was all natural. About 3 weeks later, I noticed he started just moving around a lot more and following us up and down the stairs, and it's been 4 years and he follows us up and down the stairs all the time. He has so much energy, and I know it's because he feels good because his joints don't hurt. And I just love the fact that FlexPet is all natural, and it just really gave him back his mobility. And I'm so thankful for that.
Joint pain is the leading cause of discomfort for aging pets. Now there's a simple solution, and it's called FlexPet. FlexPet is the only product featuring the powerful ingredient CM8, scientifically proven to both prevent and relieve joint pain for cats and dogs. Call now for our special introductory offer of $29.95, which is 25% off the regular price of FlexPet. But if you add a second bottle with that special introductory price, you get the third bottle absolutely free. That's less than $1 a day to keep your pet healthy and able to enjoy its precious life.
So, Dr. Randall, this is a special guest that we have here with us today.
That's Billy Bob the Beagle. I was on vacation out of town about 2 weeks ago, and somebody pulled in and actually ran him over.
They ran him over?
They did. Luckily, they did realize it, and it just injured the one leg. Now, he's been on antibiotics up till today.
Okay.
And FlexPet is actually what we're going to do today.
So you're going to start him on FlexPet
yes,
today?
I need something to start helping his joints and everything, okay?
So can he take some right now?
He can take some. Billy.
Come here, Billy Bob.
Speak. Come on. Oh.
There you
Come
go.
here, man. Get you some of that.
Yeah.
Get you some more of that right there. That's good.
Do they basically eat it like a treat?
They do.
Yeah,
I may have to
he
break it
seems
up
to
for him.
like it.
Have you ever tried one of these?
No.
Oh, no. First of all, it's human grade. Okay.
Are you about to eat that?
Why not?
I know it's all natural.
Absolutely.
but-
I think it's absolutely delicious. Billy likes it. Oh, man, I'm sorry.
Tastes like powdered meat.
That's what dogs like. Dogs love meat. Okay.
I'll let Billy Bob have that.
All right. Are you a vegetarian?
I'm not, but if meat tasted like this, I would be.
Well, let me tell you something. It's all human grade material. Okay?
Right, it's
And
all
I would
natural.
never give my pet something that I was afraid to consume myself. It may have a different taste than what you're used to, okay? But you could eat it, but it's really not
Well,
for
it is
human
for
consumption.
pets. Well,
It
I was
is.
going to ask you because a lot of animals have sensitive stomachs or special diets.
Right.
So how does this work with that?
Well, it's got the digestive enzymes inside there.
Okay.
So, and that's what you're really looking for because you want fast and better absorption, right? So you're not going to have any GI upsets. It's really easy for them to digest, and you put that combination together, there's not going to be any stomach upsets. No vomiting, no diarrhea.
Now, how many would you give him?
Well, normally a dog his size, he'd take one in the morning and one at night, okay?
He wants more.
But, oh my gosh, one in the morning, luckily he got his teeth cleaned when he had his leg surgery, okay? Oh my God.
He won't stop eating it. Come here, Billy Bob. I have one
won't.
more if you want it.
But,
yeah, he can have mine. Here, he can have mine. I'm good with
I'm
FlexPet.
sorry for you. Sorry for you, Jess. All right. But anyway, no, it's, you know, tomorrow I get his sutures out and I'll just keep him on this. He's going to be on FlexPet. And I'm expecting within 10 to 14 days that he's using the leg and not ever looking back.
Well, we know Billy Bob's going to be in good hands with FlexPet and you, Dr. Randall.
Call now for our special introductory offer of $29.95, which is 25% off the regular price of FlexPet. That's less than $1 a day to keep your pet healthy and able to enjoy its precious life. Call the number on the screen right now or visit flexpet.com.
So you're the expert when it comes to FlexPet. You have a lot of people coming in and out of your clinic, and they have common questions. I'm sure they ask you all the time. So I have a few for you.
Okay, fire away.
All right, a lot of products already have glucosamine in them.
Absolutely.
What makes FlexPet different?
The difference is, yes, there's glucosamine in here, but it's the complete formula. You get the whole package, the CM8, okay? It's literally like a lubricant for the joints. Just think of it as WD-40, okay? So it really does a really nice job. It reduces inflammation and it nourishes the cartilage, and that's what you want. You want nice, healthy cartilage to produce more synovial fluid and bathe the cells in its own nutrition. This is what FlexPet does.
So this is getting to the root of the problem rather than just, you know, coating it.
Absolutely.
How long before people start usually seeing results?
Amazingly, I've seen it actually work within 2 days, okay, 48 hours. But normally what you should expect is about 2 to 3 weeks. Take at least 2 bottles because the entire order is guaranteed. So if the pet doesn't like it, if you're not satisfied with it, it's money back guaranteed.
There you go. All right, and lots of pets are already on medication. Does FlexPet seem to interact with that?
Absolutely, positively no. There's no drug interaction with this right here. It gets to the root of the problem by healing the joints naturally without harmful side effects. This is truly the real McCoy.
You do know your stuff. Thank you, Dr. Randall.
Jessica, let's take another call.
Okay, who do we have on the line?
Hey Jessica, this is Joe from Birmingham. How are you?
I'm good, Joe. From one Alabamian to another, what's your question?
Exactly.
I got a German Shepherd, and it's a puppy. It's about 8-9 months old, and it's growing pretty quick right now. But it's having this weird problem, Doc. It's like it can't keep all its weight on one side for very long.
All right, let me tell you what normally happens at that age. You did say German Shepherd, right?
It is. It's a German Shepherd.
All right, you sound like a nice big Alabama boy, okay? And I bet you when you were coming up, you used to have growing pains. Your legs were hurting. Your mama said, you've got growing pains. Don't worry about it. You'll grow out of it, right?
Yeah, I did have that. Playing football, I had that.
I know you did, okay? So it is actually growing pains. There's a medical term for it. It's called panosteitis. And what happens is that as the bones grow, the periosteum, the covering of the bone where the nerves are, gets stretched and it's extremely painful, okay? So number one is I want you to slow up the amount of food that you're giving that dog, cut it down by about 25%. Let's slow up the growth. I want you to get him on FlexPet immediately. 3 pills in the morning, 3 pills at night. Over the next 6 months, that dog will level off and he'll not be lame anymore, okay? But slow up on the amount of groceries, start him on his Flex Pet. And after about 3 months, 4 months, then you can probably go down to a maintenance dose of maybe just 3 pills once a day, okay?
Okay, we can do that. War Damn Eagle.
That's right, War Eagle. Thanks for the call.
Joint pain is the leading cause of discomfort for aging pets. Now there's a simple solution, and it's called FlexPet. FlexPet is the only product featuring the powerful ingredient CM8, scientifically proven to both prevent and relieve joint pain for cats and dogs. Call now for our special introductory offer of $29.95, which is 25% off the regular price of FlexPet. But if you add a second bottle with that special introductory price, you get the third bottle absolutely free. That's less than $1 a day to keep your pet healthy and able to enjoy its precious life.
You're watching Paws in Motion. This is Michael. He's a kennel manager, and this is Mojo. We had the opportunity to visit him at his kennel, and these two have an incredible story to share.
Mojo came to us when he was 6 weeks old. Police department found him running around in the woods. He was covered in mange, demodex, bug bites, just bad, poor health. So I adopted him, took him home, and in about 4 months, he started having a problem walking. He was so bad I would have to carry him from the bed to outside to go to the bathroom and then carry him to my truck to come to work. I couldn't figure out what to do for him.
And nothing seemed to work? Or?
Yeah, I've tried other things like injections and all kinds of different medications, and nothing really worked for him. And then somebody introduced us to FlexPet. After about a week of giving him that, I started off on 3 a day for a week. Drastic improvement. I mean, he was running, playing, you know, didn't have that look on his face every time he took a step anymore. It was just amazing. And then after 2 weeks, he was just completely normal.
Do you take him for runs? What do you do to keep him healthy and active?
I can't keep him from running. That's all he does. And then we get home from work, and him and my other dog are around the house, up and down every piece of furniture, running around, running. And I've got 2.5 acres fenced in out where I live, and they just go out there and all night long till I make them come inside.
A lot of people have never heard of FlexPet, but this is something obviously you'd recommend to others.
I'd never heard of it until somebody recommended it to me, and it's just amazing, amazing. Everybody I see that, you know, my dog's limping, I don't know what to do, or my dog's getting old, he can't walk anymore, I'm just passing it on because, like I said, it took him 2 weeks to become a totally different dog.
He's sort of like your baby, you know, your child. You helped him out, you raised him, and now he's in great shape. You know, what does he mean to you?
Actually, a lot more than just a pet. I mean, we were having some difficult times, and I'm a recovering alcoholic, and we had some things hit us that kind of got me thinking about some bad ideas, and he just, if it wouldn't have been for him, I would have given up probably 2.5 years of sobriety. So I want to do everything I can for him. He's like one of my children. He saved me and it saved him. So what else are you going to say? Look at him, look how happy he is.
Mike, you have such an inspirational story. I mean, you've had a dog that could barely move at all. And FlexPet changed his life, but I think in a way it changed yours as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It just broke my heart. It just killed me, you know, and somebody introduced FlexPet to me, and after 2 weeks he was back to normal and running and playing, and I mean, I don't consider him a pet, he's my best friend.
Thank you so much for sharing your story with us.
You're welcome.
Joint pain is the leading cause of discomfort for aging pets. Now there's a simple solution, and it's called FlexPet. FlexPet is the only product featuring the powerful ingredient CM8, scientifically proven to both prevent and relieve joint pain for cats and dogs. Call now for our special introductory offer of $29.95, which is 25% off the regular price of FlexPet. But if you add a second bottle with that special introductory price, you get the third bottle absolutely free. That's less than $1 a day to keep your pet healthy and able to enjoy its precious life.
Dr. Randall, you ready for another call?
Absolutely.
Okay. Who do we have on the line?
Hi, I'm Susan.
Welcome, Susan. What's your question for Dr. Randall?
My husband, against my wishes, has decided that he's going to feed our 2 miniature poodles scraps from the table after dinner each night. And I think that this is bad, and he doesn't think it's a big deal. And I'm just concerned, like, what could this possibly do to their health in the long term?
The problem with feeding human food with the dog food is that you see how quickly they change over, okay? I mean, they're just like, nope, I'm not going to eat any dog food anymore. And the problem with that is that human food is more digestible and it has more calories. If you feed, just keep feeding human food, most of the pets are going to become obese, okay? Then you're going to have joint problems, and it just rolls downhill, okay? And you'd be surprised, especially with two small poodles, they only need, 4 or 5 ounces of food a day. The modern kibble right now is so highly concentrated with calories and everything that you're actually hurting them by feeding them more. Are they getting plenty of exercise?
Yes, they go on 2 walks a day for about 30 minutes each.
Okay, do me a favor. Tell your husband that if he continues to feed them the human food, that he's going to be doing 5 walks a day, okay? And he's going to be walking the dogs. Why did he decide to start feeding them human food? Were they having some problems?
No, I think he just wants them to love him more.
Yeah, so what happens is that people love them to death until they become obese. So, no, you're going to slowly take control of your husband and slowly take control of the pets over the next 2 weeks, okay?
We asked actual FlexPet users to film their success stories and share them with us. This is one of those stories.
Hi, my name's Chuck. I just wanted to talk a little about my dog Phoenix. He's a retired bomb dog. Had to go with a real bad stroke and nobody thought he was going to make it. He laid on the floor, couldn't move, couldn't walk. A friend gave us some FlexPet. We tried that. Well, before we knew it, Phoenix was out there competing with my other dog, a younger Weimaraner, chasing a ball. We knew that the effects were really good, and that was probably within a week to 10 days. After about 10 days, he managed to stand and stumble out of the house, done his business in the yard, came in and laid down, and every day after that, he got better. And so here it is coming up on 1.5 years, and he's getting around quite well, and he's really been a pleasure. And we want to thank you, FlexPet and Flexin.
Call now for our special introductory offer of $29.95, which is 25% off the regular price of FlexPet. That's less than $1 a day to keep your pet healthy and able to enjoy its precious life. Call the number on the screen right now or visit flexpet.com.
Welcome back to Paws in Motion. Now these guys are super, super cute, and they're
They
really
are.
young too, so it kind of begs the question, how young is too young to start any animal on FlexPet?
8 to 10 weeks is a great age to start. They've already been dewormed, they've had vaccinations, they're already on their heartworm prevention, and now what you want to do is preventative medicine, okay? The little dogs, especially like the terriers and stuff, like these two little guys, they're really prone to having joint problems. So on the kneecaps. The big dogs, go ahead and take a German Shepherd, Labrador Retriever, Golden Retriever, okay? It's their hips and their lumbar. So what you want to do is, you want some of this? Oh
Yeah,
my
you like
goodness
that, don't
sakes, he
you?
does like that. But anyway, so what you want to do is start them at a young age, with a small dose, get them used to it, and then, just try to prevent joint problems and stuff. Your active working dogs, okay? If you've got a dog that's working, he needs to be on the product completely. You want to avoid pain at any cost.
Right,
okay?
this is prevention.
This is prevention, and it's very, very, very affordable, okay? The dogs are going to live longer, they're going to have a better life, okay? And you're going to hopefully avoid the surgeries that these guys go through.
I was about to say, these guys can be very expensive in the long run.
In my clinic alone, okay, at least 4 to 5 dogs a week come in there that need to have ACL surgery, hip replacement and stuff, okay? And we can either do it or we can send them out to, okay, here, you want some more? Or we can send them out to, a board-certified surgeon. What you want to try to do, Jessica, you want to avoid the surgeries, okay?
Right.
Total hip replacement, you're looking at, my God, 2 hips, $10,000 easily,
That's
okay?
expensive.
$3,500 to have ACL surgery done on them. And so we're just talking about right there, the knee, that could be your little Yorkshire Terrier, okay?
Yeah.
Your hip could be your German Shepherd. So, why not try to prevent these?
Yeah, it's better to put them on the FlexPet early so you don't have to deal with all of that.
Absolutely. 8 to 10 weeks, preventative medicine, that's what I'm all about.
That sounds great. Now here's an amazing offer from FlexPet.
Joint pain is the leading cause of discomfort for aging pets. Now there's a simple solution, and it's called FlexPet. FlexPet is the only product featuring the powerful ingredient CM8, scientifically proven to both prevent and relieve joint pain for cats and dogs. Call now for our special introductory offer of $29.95, which is 25% off the regular price of FlexPet. But if you add a second bottle with that special introductory price, you get the third bottle absolutely free. That's less than $1 a day to keep your pet healthy and able to enjoy its precious life.
We're here with founder and CEO of FlexPet, Tamer El Safi. Now, Tamer, how did you come up with the idea of FlexPet? What was your inspiration behind it?
Well, I started Flexin International about 13 years ago, and I wanted to develop a human-grade formula for my ailing grandmother. 4 years later, it evolved into another product, which was FlexPet, because I found that the existing customers that we had were breaking up the capsules and putting it in their dog dish for their pets.
That's great. So we've heard a lot about FlexPet and the results that it gives, but what about the company itself?
First and foremost, I pride myself in good quality customer care. So when a FlexPet customer calls, they're automatically part of the FlexPet family. All our customer service calls are in-house. It's 15 feet from my office. So we follow up with the customer. We make sure that their pets are taking the product right. So that's really my main goal, is to give quality customer care. Many times I would call a company and I would get horrible customer service. And so that's made it my passion to really not only help animals, but also help the owners that are concerned about their animals. I mean, you see it in your clinic. I see how you care about your patients that come in. I've seen it firsthand. They walk out of there and they're like, Dr. Randall's the best. He really cares about my dog.
We try, because you and I both have the same mission statement essentially in mind, okay? Good quality product, good customer care.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Yes.
I think a major concern for a lot of people is the money factor.
Well, I totally understand that, but if you really look at the grand scheme of things, the products are not really that expensive. FlexPet isn't expensive when you consider that if you don't use it as a preventative for your pet, and then you end up going to someone like Dr. Randall that will pretty much...
Or if I send them over to a specialist, if I send you over to a board-certified specialist to have bone plating or something like that done, or a knee replacement and all, I mean, you can easily hit thousands of dollars. Okay?
Absolutely.
And they're still going to be put on FlexPet, okay, afterwards.
Right.
So as a good preventative, start the FlexPet at a young age, keep them on it, keep the joints healthy, don't let them get overweight, and it's really a savings. It's a savings for the people, and the pets live longer.
Absolutely. Jessica, I've put my heart and soul into this. I'm very, very passionate about it. I started this to help my grandmother, but now I feel very fortunate because now I'm helping people help their pets.
Right.
I stand behind my product. That's why I guarantee the entire first order or your money back.
Call now for our special introductory offer of $29.95, which is 25% off the regular price of FlexPet. That's less than $1 a day to keep your pet healthy and able to enjoy its precious life. Call the number on the screen right now or visit flexpet.com.
Tamer, thank you so much. Dr. Randall, thank you for being here as well.
You're welcome.
So what did we learn about FlexPet today? It works for pets both young and old as a solution and a preventative. It's pennies on the dollar compared to other alternatives out there. Pets love the taste, and best of all, it works. So do your pet a favor. Pick up the phone and give them the relief that they deserve. Thank you so much for joining us. Guys, thank you again.
This was fantastic.
Thank you for bringing this little guy.